Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
This episode is an exclusive production solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, transmission of the accounts without the express written consent or permission is restricted and prohibited. To hear this replay or other previous podcasts, download on iHeartRadio, iTunes Radio, and TuneIn. As always, this show is for you. Thank you for listening.
Wednesday night, April 15th. Welcome to another edition on the CRN podcast series, Full Throttle. And we got a great show for you here tonight. In the words of the great Larry Long, longtime announcer I got to work with for many, many years at Fayetteville Motor Speedway, tonight will certainly be a humdinger. Great program, great show on tap here tonight for the April 15th edition of Red Clay Life. And we're going to talk about some wing racing tonight. We're going to talk about some dirt late model racing tonight. And, of course, sanctioning bodies as they are still coping with what is the COVID-19 pandemic. And hopefully very, very soon, from the sounds of President Donald Trump and all of his task brief meetings, it's sounding very promising that very, very soon we can be able to open back up our great country again and get back into the exciting world of dirt track racing. Welcome to the program. Of course, I'm Wesley Outland, joined as well as Mike Guerin. Mike, what's up, buddy? Mike, are you there? Can you hear me?
Tonight?
You got a bad echo. Get it fixed, bud. There we go. So, hey, while Mike gets his problems fixed, we're going to quickly get ready to go to the phone lines here and get our first guest on the program and get ready for tonight's program, including David Gravel of the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. He will be joining us on the program here tonight. Plus, we'll also be talking with DJ Irvine of Fast Track Companies International. That will be coming up here in just a couple of moments, all part of Full Throttle. And yes, in addition to doing it on our CRN Podcast Live networks, we are also doing things on my Facebook page, Wesley Outland, for those that are able to watch on the Facebook page. If you have any questions for DJ Irvine or, of course, also my guests, David Gravel and Mike Guerin, don't be hesitant to just send them questions in the chat box. I got the live producer in front of me here, and if you have any questions, we will answer them to the best of our ability. Mike, are you back with me? Do you sound better now? No more echoing.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm not sure what's going on. Is it still echoing?
No, you're good now, I think. I think it's a lot better than what it was, that's for sure. So, how you been, man?
Doing pretty good. Just living life under house arrest still. But, life goes on, and we just keep on plugging.
That's true. I did notice that Boyd Speedway did finally get a couple of practice sessions in last weekend.
Yes, we did practice Friday evening and Saturday, and the local authorities did show up to ensure that we were following procedures as we said we would, and they were pleased with how we had the place set up and was controlling everything, and they went about their ways. So we had good turnout both sessions, and it was almost like a racing atmosphere.
There you go. Mike, if you could, but I would just say probably turn up your main mixer board volume just a little bit more because you're really, really faint. I mean, I can hear you, but you're not per se at radio level. So come on, man. I mean, I know you think you're an ugly guy, but turn up your volume just a little bit more so we can hear you. So there we go. And of course, Mike Guerin is, of course, one of the people involved with the Boyd Speedway with Kenny Slayton and the awesome people there. 75 Radio with the Liberty News Network, Mike Guerin is. So, Mike, man, we're going to talk about late model racing tonight with DJ Irvine of Fast Track Companies International. And in addition to that, we're also going to talk about sprint car racing with David Gravel of the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. So we got a good show for you tonight. Well, Mike, did you mute your mic? I didn't want you to mute your mic. I was. So, all right. We'll get ready here in just a few seconds, and we will get our first guest on the line, which will be DJ Irvine of Fast Track Companies International. Once again, a quick reminder that tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, will be the Full Throttle podcast, everything about the world of NASCAR. Yes, we are going to talk about the situation involving Kyle Larson getting fired from Chip Ganassi Racing, losing his ride. Of course, all the other craziness that he's dealing with in the world of the NASCAR world, everything that happened to him over the weekend. Is it stupid that he lost his job over an iRacing computer game? Me and Brandon White will hash it out. Of course, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some other things. And I'm looking to get Bubba Pollard on the program out of Sonoy, Georgia. Bubba Pollard, one of the greats of super late model racing. And he will be on the program coming up tomorrow. That's 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. That is all part of CRN Podcasts with Full Throttle. Tonight, Red Clay Life. And again, on the program, we are talking in a few moments with DJ Irvine of Fast Track Companies International. We'll get him on the line here in just a moment. And Mike, did you turn your volume up? Can you hear us better now? Mike Guerin, are you there?
Yes, I can't. I'm having a tough time picking you up, though.
You need to turn up your master volume, bud, if you can. If you're using a mixer board, turn up your main master because it's really, really low.
Is that better?
It's a little bit better.
A little bit better right there.
There we go. Right there. Perfect. Yes, sir. Yeah, you were really, really faint when you first come on the air, so I'm glad we got that fixed now. So that's good. There we go. So we will get, in just a few moments, we will get on DJ Irvine of Fast Track Companies International. But, Mike, as we get ready to contact DJ here in just a few moments, I think it's suffice to say that slowly but surely, if everybody will just be a little bit more patient, I think we're going to get these racetracks back up and going again. Mike Guerin, are you there, buddy? Can you hear me? Well, all right. Well, I guess we've lost him. So we're getting ready to go to the phone lines here in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get on our first guest, and it is going to be DJ Irvine of Fast Track Companies International. Coming up also in a little bit will be David Gravel of the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. All of these guests will be coming up. And we will get DJ here in just a moment to talk about what's going on with the world of Fast Track Companies International. Its 17th year of operation, just one of the awesome sanctioning bodies across the country that are being affected in some shape or form, one way or the other, by this crazy coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19. And we'll talk with him real quickly about what's going on with the racing program. And we'll get him to answer the line here in just a moment, and we'll get DJ on here. And I think he's already answered the line. So, DJ, are you there, buddy? Welcome to Red Clay Life on CRN.
Yes, sir, Wesley. How are you this evening? Thank you for having me on.
I'm doing well, bud. You sound like an answering machine there for a few seconds.
I try my best.
Gotcha. So, man, let's talk real quick. I mean, what is your thoughts of what we're dealing with, and how does a motorsports sanctioning body stay afloat and keep operations going with everything that's happening?
Well, it's tough. Just, we're no different than anybody else. It's tough with the stay-at-home order, not being at the office. Even though we're not being able to race, there's tons of things we could be doing there at the shop. But unfortunately, we can't go to the shop to do those. But it's still just reaching out, maintaining the relationships with our racetracks, with our race teams, and just all coming together to kind of support everybody through this. It's really hard. We just announced yesterday that we are going to be assisting tracks, partners, sponsors, parts manufacturers, race teams, everybody with trying to apply for these EIDL and the PPP programs through the SBA, something that we've applied for as well. And also extending a helping hand now that we went through the process and we're familiar with it, lending a helping hand out to people within the industry. It's a very overwhelming process, and we're more than willing to help. You can check our Facebook page, and my cell phone number's on there, so anybody that wants to reach out. I've kind of got a time frame where today I was working with tracks that host fast track and ultimate events. Tomorrow I'll focus on any other track that'd like to reach out. Then on Fridays, part manufacturers and suppliers, and then on Monday, we'll open it up to race teams as well.
All right, and by the way, before we go any further, I have been given a little bit of an information about Sonoya Raceway, and by the way, this is just breaking news, and I think it's awesome news. Sonoya Raceway is ready to kick the 2020 racing season underway, announcing late yesterday, April 14th, that the 3/8 Mile Bull Ring will open its gates on Saturday, May 2nd for open practice, and then the highly anticipated race season will get underway on May the 9th. So in addition to that, they're making up the Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals events and so many other things. So you're a Georgia boy, DJ Irvine, and that's in Sonoy, Georgia. So do you think that's a good news, a closer announcement to start getting these racetracks up and going again?
I think it's a glimmer of hope right now. Us as Fast Track Companies International with Fast Track Racing Series and Ultimate, we're still taking just a race-by-race approach through everything. And really, it's hard for us to look more than 2 weeks out. It's a very fluid situation. The numbers are changing, the policies are changing, and even on a state-by-state basis, no different down here in Georgia. We're under the stay-at-home order until April 30th. So, but we don't know what beyond April 30th holds. When April 30th get here, it's great to be optimistic, but we're kind of approaching it, I guess, with a cautious optimism, so to speak, in that we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. And I'm just getting tired of writing press releases about postponed races, to be honest. And, I don't want to sit out and say we're going to reschedule something just to have to write another press release. So we're kind of waiting to get a more clear picture on when we get a clear directive of when we'll be able to get big gatherings again, to then start trying to work on our schedule of rescheduling the events that we have and continue on with the schedule that's already out there.
Mike Guerin, you're a Georgia boy yourself, just like DJ Irvine, and, of course, Sonoy Raceway down in the south of Georgia. What do you think of that announcement here on Red Clay Life to talk about, too, bud? Mike Guerin, are you there? Mike keeps having a lot of audio issues, folks, so we might have to boot him for the rest of the day and not have him on the program with us if need be. So apologize for that. But, DJ, basically, with everything that is going on with our country, with everything that's happening in our society, what has that done to the world of dirt track racing.